Welcome, shack packers, to Tales from the Shack. Step inside where the stories are cosy, but the chills run deep. This week we bring you a short tale from the shack to ignite your imagination and possibly send a shiver down your spine. We're thrilled to have you join us, so grab your favourite brew, pull up a seat and swing that light, and let the magic of storytelling whisk you away. Hi everyone, just a quick heads up before we settle in for this week's Tales from the Shack. We are taking some well-earned time off over the summer, but don't worry, we aren't leaving you high and dry. While we're away, we're bringing you a summer of Tales from the Shack. It will be a various collection of eerie, mysterious, and sometimes funny stories, pulled from the dusty corners of the shack. The kind of stories that you tell around a flickering fire, or maybe whisper into the shadows when you think no one's listening. So pull up a seat, grab your favourite brew, and swing that light. The story is about to unfold. I didn't see it the first night. Not really. Just the shape. But I felt it. The weight. The watching. You know when something's wrong in the room before you open your eyes? That's just how it started. I started recording myself sleeping because I was waking up with scratches on my arms. 3 parallel cuts down my forearm, almost like claws. I thought maybe I was doing it to myself in my sleep. Stress, anxiety, whatever. My therapist said sleepwalking. I definitely wasn't convinced with that. So I set up a baby monitor. Not for a baby, but the kind with night vision and audio. I set it facing the bed. I turned the volume up and I tried not to think about it. The first night, nothing. Just hours of me snoring and shifting around in the bed. The second night was definitely something worse. At 3:13 a.m, right as I twitched in my sleep, the monitor picked up a noise. It was soft, wet, like breathing through a cracked, wet mouth, and then a whisper. Jane. My name, as clear as anything. The voice didn't come from me. It didn't even really sound human. I watched the footage a dozen times. Nothing on the camera at all. Just my body shifting a little. But I could feel it. the weight, the feeling in the room. It was strange, difficult to explain. The third night, I actually stayed awake all night. I set the camera again and sat up in bed with the lights off, just me, the monitor, and the pounding of my heart. At 3:13, the air changed, like oxygen got sucked out. It was like a pressure, and then I saw it. A shape. It was pale, washed out, as if there was no blood in its body, and it just looked wrong. It was just there at the edge of the bed, crouched like an animal with long limbs and no eyes that I could see, but I felt it was staring at me. I didn't move. I didn't speak. It just watched. I blinked and it was gone. The next night, I actually resorted to duct taping my eyes open. That's how far it had gone. My face hurt, my vision was blurred, but I thought, if I don't blink, it won't disappear. I can watch it. I can control it. At 3:13, it came again. Slower this time, crawling on the ceiling. I could see its ribs moving like it was breathing through its bones. It lowered itself down the wall like a spider. "You're tired, Jane," I said to myself. I was. I really was. But I was not going to blink. I couldn't. It crouched beside me, inches from my face. I felt the warmth of its breath on my eyes. I tried to scream, but my voice cracked like a broken radio. Just blink, I thought. Just blink once. I blacked out. When I eventually woke up, the tape was torn. My eyes were stinging still. There was blood under my nails. I think it was my blood. I don't know. The camera was gone. I've not found it since. I've searched everywhere. There were no scratches this time on me, on my body, no wounds. But I don't sleep now. I can't. Every time I get close, I see it behind my closed eyes. I see it waiting, hanging from the ceiling, coming close to me, and I know the truth now. You don't summon the rake. It doesn't need your permission. You just have to be tired enough to let it in. So, whatever you do, don't blink. Well, that's a wrap for this week's Tales from the Shack. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. Until then, keep your minds open, your lamps lit, and we'll see you all again next week at the freaking shack. Contact us at fshack03@gmail.com or find us on social media by searching #TheFreakingShack. That's freaking without a G. We're looking forward to hearing from you really soon.